ドッピオよ。
Holy
ドッ
Jesus.
ピオ。私の可愛いドッピオ。
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Episodes 26 and 27. Wow. It is pretty crazy what's happening with Risotto, with King Crimson, and Doppio. Oh, my Doppio. Like, cute, adorable. I'm like, what is happening?
それを使うのだ。
Bro, that was... These two episodes are just a mind f***. Just a major mind f***. Unbelievable. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff in JoJo's. A lot of crazy stuff. But for me right now, King Crimson and Doppio takes the cake. It's like, what? Oh man, like just like the dual personality changes, and then, and mind you, hold on, before I go any further, I have not finished watching part 4 of JoJo's, only because part 4 at the beginning I find to be very boring. I will get back and I will watch it at some point in the future, but until then, I've seen every part of the anime. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, some parts of Part 4, and I've seen all Part 5 as of, episode 27. I'm pretty sure that there's some crazy stuff in Part 4, I don't doubt it, but Part 5, oh my god, bro. Gangsta! Bro, I love Giorno, Giovanna, Bucciarati. What's wrong with his body? Like, there's something going on there. Trish coming out clutch. I can't believe Fugo actually left. That shocked me. That honestly got shocked me. And I'll post all my reactions on the MA channel on YouTube. Like, don't worry, I will. But right now it's all about this dude, Doppio. And it's Risotto versus Doppio is pretty raw. It's pretty raw. It's smooth. It's crazy. And the main thing here is just the interaction between Doppio and King Crimson. The dual personality thing. You have the backstory that's kind of unveiled at the beginning of the episode, and then we see how it all kind of transitions after the taxi ride when he arrives at the location where the photo was taken. Oh man, the phone call. Oh, the phone call is just trippy. Like whatever. I was like, what do you mean? Like this guy got out of Dodge quick. This guy got out of Dodge, so of course, it's the most deaf bail. There's no way around it. This kid is tweaking. Get out of there. And when this dude, Risotto, comes in, after he has his phone call with the boss, this man Risotto was posed up immediately. Like, why are you like? That's his attack stance. His attack stance is a freaking pose. He poses up, throws the knife at his feet. I don't know how physics works that way, Doppio. You know what? Physics? What do I mean physics? It's JoJo's. He's bleeding. He's shaking. Risotto, wait a minute. Hold on, something's off here. He's a civilian. Like, I'm not feeling any of the same killing intent and so on. False. 2 meters. But here's the problem. Once they actually start fighting, this dude was in 2 meters. I'm so confused. He was 2 meters there already. He was 2 meters. He was there. And King Crimson doesn't activate or nothing. The 2 meters thing doesn't really matter. It's said several times over and over and over again, but it doesn't really matter in episode 26 or 27. Because in 27, he's using the future side of King Crimson, but it's like an unclear future, so he's seeing things like his foot get caught, but no, it's not his foot, it's Risotto's foot. And then when it comes to like the whole, his face is blown off, no, actually that was Risotto's blood splashing on him. And since his blood can kind of camouflage with the surrounding environment, it looks like his face was blown off. Like, what? Like, that's a weird future sight ability. Very weird how it's unclear that way. But it's cool. It just works somehow. And that's like the motto of these 2 episodes. It just works. Like, I have to accept it. Because I'm sitting here just pondering over what happens. Oh, like, you'll see my reactions. It's just like, bro, what? Dude. Yo, it's just wild. It's wild. Again, I haven't read the manga for part 5. And I'm happy I did it because first time experience with Doppio is pretty crazy. It's pretty intense. It gets the blood pumping, gets the sweat flowing. And Risotto, give him credit. Metallica's cool. Metallica's really cool. Like, turn the iron in someone's blood into weapons and iron objects and whatnot. But how did he, like I'm gonna lie to you, bro. When this guy, Doppio, coughed up a river of razors. I'm like, dude, how are you active? How are you talking? You just literally coughed up 3 fistfuls of razors. There was so much blood. It was like he took massive damage. He was losing so much iron. His body started to turn this weird yellowish color because oxygen that he was trying to breathe in couldn't actually flow through the body because it's the iron in the body that actually makes oxygen flow throughout the entire body. But he survives. It's like, how? What? He removes the scissor from his throat. That was pretty intense. And then once Risotto gets his, like, second wind back, he starts going hard as all hell with the scalpels. He does. And then more needles come out. Needles already came out of Doppio's face. Then more needles in episode 27 come out of his face. And he's still active. There are razors coming out of his skull come the end of it, and he's still active. Bro, how? And then even still, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, this dude Risotto was clean. He was so clean. Yeah, he lost the foot, but using the foot as bait. But then even still, when you see him towards the end, he has another foot. It's like, wait, what? Like, he has one foot there, the one that was cut off, his actual foot. But then he has another foot still? Like, did he make a new foot? Or is it... Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But it was cool. And just the final stretch where he starts to realize, oh, that's the boss. That's the boss. I can't wait to see what face you make when you die. And then, no, Narancha. That was crazy. The IQ is high. The IQ is extremely high, well over 300. I'm like, wait a minute. He threw the scalpels where? He threw the scalpels in the direction of Bucciarati and company, so Narancha Stan would be able to target Risotto. And because the oxygen in his body was so depleted, because he had no more iron, or he had very little iron in his body, it seemed like he wasn't breathing. It's parallel to that. So Narancha Stan can only target Risotto and not Doppio. Oh my Doppio. That was crazy. That was jaw dropping. And like that T-pose at the end. When he gets shot, that T-pose. Oh man, it's like damn. Like, like you knew right then. Wait a minute. No, something is wrong. Risotto. And he was talking for a minute. I'm like, Risotto, stop talking, just take him out. He was going over and over. I'm like, Risotto, take him out. Risotto, take him out. Stop talking, take him out. I'm telling you. I'm like, fine. No, too late. If he had omitted 3 sentences from his speech, he would have killed the boss. Like, straight up. If he had omitted 3 sentences, he would have won, gotten that W, walked away into the sunset. We did it, boys. We did it. But no. King Crimson. I think he's actually okay now in some respects because he may have skipped time forward or something. But at the end of episode 27, he just stands up. Boom. Victory. I'm like, how is he standing up? He took so much damage. The man is literally low on oxygen. I cannot. And even still, the interactions between Boss and Doppio in episode 26 were wild. They were just mind-numbing. When he's on the back foot for the first time. He just calls. Oh no, I can't believe there's a payphone right here. It's a frog. And the weird part is that in episode 27, she knows it's a frog, but then thought it was a phone, and then finds a cigar and makes it the phone. But how did he perceive that it was a frog later on? And then, what's even weirder is, at the final stretch of episode 27, he's talking to King Crimson, the boss, without the phone. What's happening? Like, his body starts to just contort and start tweaking. You see the muscles twitching and whatnot. It's a weird thing, man. Doesn't require the cigarette. Doesn't require the frog. No. I don't know, man. I don't know, chat. I don't know, chat, y'all. I don't know. It's wild. Doppio is wild, bro. Oh my god. King Crimson is absolutely insane, bro. Like, you knew it was gonna be wild when you found out that it was a whole dual personality thing from the one Gypsy guy. Alright, fine. His whole birth origin thing is crazy as all hell. Okay, you know what? Maybe the reason why it was so wonky when it came to the whole dual personality thing was because King Crimson appeared in like full form when he was talking to the Gypsy. And then I guess he needed to like cool down or something. But at the same time, against Bucciarati, he was active for a prolonged time and didn't really care. Like, there was no hints of dopey or anything of the sort. So it's, I don't know, but it works. It just, that's the motto of the day for JoJo's Part 5. It just works. It just somehow makes sense. Even though, to me, in some parts, it makes no sense. Like, for real. It was cool, though, to see Doppio take charge. And like, no, actually, I got this. Because he starts to actually comprehend what Risotto was doing. Always relying on the boss. And then all of a sudden pulls like a Pesci, aka Weshi, like in the middle of episode 27, and boom, now I got this, don't worry about it. Even towards the end, when he has that really nice scene where he spins the scalpel, pointing in the direction where Risotto's magnetism is coming from. But again, that was a trick on his part because it was his foot. But it was still a nice scene. Like, you see, yeah, he's right now brimming with confidence. He went from Pesci to Weshi in like a span of 5 minutes. I'm like, god damn. Risotto was on the back foot. He lost the foot. And yet, because Risotto was nasty. He was nasty. Like, you have to respect Metallica. Metallica is ferocious. And how his stand is actually in his own body. That's raw. And then he went from manipulating the iron in Doppio's body to manipulating iron just in the environment. Like, bro. Like, level 2. Level 2's beastly. But no, just, again, the IQ was high. Throw the scalpels out Bucciarati and get Narancia to do the final blow. I told Doppio, I told him, you are no longer an opponent that he can handle. I'm like, what? So get Narancia? Like, what? Oh, man. It's crazy. The whole thing was crazy. By far, I would say, the craziest part in Part 5 JoJo's. By far. By far. And I'm thinking about these scenes in the past. Like, I'm not too sure, given this situation with King Crimson and Doppio, I'm not too sure if King Crimson is better than Dio. I'm really not. That ability to just kind of skip time and then be able to kind of see into the future with using a part of King Crimson's power. But it's like a mock version, because you even see when he needs the stand to do physical stuff, the hands come out, but not the full stand. So it's kind of weird that way. But either way, another video for Dio Brando and King Crimson. I'll wait until Part 5 ends, because I really need to start thinking about this, because, oh man. Again, the whole thing here with King Crimson was, oh, you better run. Like, I'll be there in a few seconds. Get in 2 meters. Again, he was already in 2 meters. He was in 2 meters range in episode 26, and he still says get in 2 meters. Almost as if, like, the entire thing was a test or something. It was a weird thing. It was a weird thing. But given the damage, I doubt it was a test. I really, really do. It was crazy. Episodes 26 and 27 of JoJo's Part 5 are wild. Very wild ride. And I'm looking forward to the rest of JoJo's Part 5. Definitely. If you have not watched part 5 of JoJo's yet, I recommend that you do. If you are behind, catch up. Please. Please catch up and experience the wild ride, the wild roller coaster with no seatbelts. That is, oh my adorable little Doppio and King Crimson. Again, Metallica! I was like, no, Risotto! He was so close. He was so close. All right, that's it. That's it. It just works, and let's move on. So on that note, I'm gonna catch you guys and gals later. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do. I guarantee you that, because I know that you all have a device called Zmouse Shoe. You use Zmouse Shoe to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad. And of course, as always, feel free to please do comment in the comment section down below. Peace and have a nice God damn Doppio day.